Hello, hello. Can you hear
Hi.
me?
Yeah, right now
Okay,
I can hear.
very good, very good. Nice to meet you. My name is Nicola. What is your name and how are you?
I'm good. My name is Muhammad Jan. Nice to meet
Okay,
you too.
very good. Mohammedan, we have about 15 minutes today. Tell me, what would you like to talk about? We can talk about anything at all.
Oh yeah, I know. like I just want to get to know about ourselves a little bit,
Sure, sure. So let me
and
tell
that's
you really quickly about me, and then you can tell me about yourself. So my name is Nicola. I've been an English teacher for 10 years. I also write like blog posts and texts that other, clients and businesses use. And I live in the United States. I'm 30 years old. I have two kids and life is pretty busy. It's work, work, work. And then sometimes I find some time to just go out and maybe go camping from time to time or just go for a walk or something. It's
to relax.
yeah, yeah. I like listening to music, watching movies. I don't
What kind of
really
music do you like to
music.
listen?
Well, honestly, I like the this not the latest, but I like pop music just, you know, to run in the background. And then the Weekend, for example, that's one of the latest artists and songs that I've heard. So the Weekend, the last album, Dawn FM. I'm not sure if you heard it. The Weekends, the
Okay, okay.
Weekend, yeah. And then I also like the blues. So this is electric guitar
Uh,
and then so on. So that's something that I like. What about you?
okay, I am a student currently in the university, second year, computer science and software engineering.
Nice.
And that's why I'm learning English. Like
Mhm.
it's computer science, it's IT field that requires to learn English, to know English.
Sure.
And I'm 18 years old. I'm from Kazakhstan, and I nothing much to music and others, but I love to code all the time. All practicing, improving myself, coding skills, solving skills, and I like to math and learning languages. I like one of the best part of that. And I when I started to learn, I liked it, and then it's started to improve. Like improvements. Uh,
Gotcha.
so first thing I get that is you gotta love that you are doing.
Mm,
So then you will get succeed, man. So
yeah.
that's what I get that thing from learning a language, from learning code, anything else
Mm,
in the life.
yeah. I think that's pretty cool actually, and I'm glad that someone is interested in coding and programming and actually building something down the line, not just being famous on Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah. So you know how it is today. Everybody wants to be famous and everybody wants to be in the
yeah.
spotlight. So it's actually good for a change to see that there are people who still care about doing actual meaningful work. That's pretty cool. Now tell me this, you're from Kazakhstan. Do you live in a big city or are you in a small city somewhere?
I'm studying in the big city in
Hmm.
Kazakhstan, which is Almaty called. And I right now I'm in a little smaller city in Kazakhstan, the third city.
Right, by its size.
So,
Hmm. Hmm.
yeah, and south side of Kazakhstan, and it's very ancient city.
Hmm.
I can write you
Sure. Yeah, like to see it.
that.
Pakistan. Okay.
Yeah,
Let me see
we
it on Google Maps.
yeah, okay. You can
Hmm.
see images like it.
Hmm. Ooh, I know there is
Scenery.
I know one of the buildings.
Yeah, was it there? That is Mausoleum.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That
That built in uh 14 14th like century.
wow.
How?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting how in well, in other parts of the world, things are like 1,000, 2,000, 5,000 years old, and then in the United States, we're like, oh, this is like very old, and then how old is it? Oh, it's 80 years. you know, so yeah, I like seeing it. I actually like traveling a lot, and I've had the chance to visit a few countries throughout Europe and Asia. Um, I haven't had the chance to travel as much as I would like
Mhm.
because pandemic, but everybody has been affected, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, it's just unfortunate.
pandemic is limited to travel and all the things.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Pandemic has limited pretty much everything. So it's I'm not sure how it affected you, but when the pandemic started, my I have a boy and I have a girl. The boy is 3.5 years old. The girl is only a year and a half. And so the girl wasn't born yet. My wife was pregnant, and then we couldn't go anywhere because at the time nobody knew like how infection would like how pregnant women would react to an infection. So we were literally in the house for 9 months just because of the pregnancy. And then
Yeah,
for the first couple of months, we stayed again inside, not seeing anyone. So literally, I have not, if it wasn't for classes, I would not have seen anyone. So it's been pretty intense, when you don't get to see anyone for 2 years. And then the boy, he wanted friends, and kindergartens were shut down. We couldn't go really anywhere to like because he was only with us. So because we needed to find things to do, and we needed to find some fun things for him to do. We taught him how to read when he was 2 years old.
yeah,
We were like, okay, what are we gonna do? Let's teach the kid how to read. And we taught him a bunch of things. And now that he started kindergarten, he's actually doing much better than his peers. And this is a total coincidence. We were just doing it to like find something so he wouldn't stare at the computer screen all day long.
yeah.
So
It's like a the environment like affected to the human. Like if we like to me it was very good experience because I I studied entire 1 year
mhm.
uh, in the online.
Right.
Uh, so and in right now I'm second year student and second year started in offline 1 semester
Hmm.
and that right now in second semester turned it to the online again
Hmm.
and that experience that I collected from offline is very much like very big. You contact face to face with teacher, like you can ask, and you don't have problems with internet with a text, like
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
yes, like you can ask anything that you want, and you
Mhm.
can ask you want them to explain again or something like on online it's limited time on
Yeah.
text like and that was tough for me and but I already adapt like to online then it's like a I don't know yeah. And back to online I can't imagine I can get it the some knowledge like and other teachers have during because of the pandemic a lot of teachers have to learn techs technologies is
Yeah.
acting
Yeah.
with us and
I think that's the good part, actually. A lot of
yeah
people, they finish college and they say, you know what? I've learned enough, and then they just stop. And then particularly, teachers who are older than maybe 40, right? They were like, no, I don't need a computer, right? And now
Yeah,
they're kind of being forced to do it, and they're
yeah,
seeing, look at that, it's not that difficult. So I actually think, that that's kind of a positive thing. My mom is like 65 and my dad is almost 70. You know, my dad was always good with computers, but my mom, she refused to deal anything with computers. She's like, no, 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 no. Give me pen and paper and I can do it. But now she's like, she got a smartphone and and she's working on the computer like a pro, and she's like, "Oh, this is fun." And I'm like, "I know, I've been telling you."
yeah. Pandemic made us to do that,
Yeah, yeah, for sure,
like
for sure.
yes, after like older teachers we have and in our university, and they like what should I click the button of
Hmm.
which which
Yep,
button should I click like that is
yep, yep. That's true. But you know what? Hmm. The thing is, a lot of people have been complaining. This is a tough time in life. This is a tough time in life. But I agree. It is tough to be inside and not see anyone for 2 years and not have a true college experience. I agree. But when you think about it, in 1904, imagine being born in 1900s, like 1900 zero zero. You're 14, and then the world goes into the war, right? And you're 14, and that stuff lasts for 4 years. A
yeah,
global war, and you're like, what the hell is happening? And then you turn 18, and then uh, things started going well, a little bit better. Countries are rebuilding, the economy starts to recover. Then you have the Roaring Twenties. So this is in the from 1920 to 1929. Everything was going well, especially in the U.S. economy. And you're in my age.
yeah.
I'm 30 years old, and you're like, wow, life is finally going to be better. Oh, thank God the war is behind us. And then
Started again.
1929. Hold on, 1929, there is the biggest stock market crash and economy crash that leads into what is called, from 1929 into the 1939, it's called the Great Depression. So people are losing jobs, people don't have food, people don't have money. It's crazy all over the world. And you're like, I hope things start getting better. And then in 1939, the World War II starts. And you're like, come on. So then you have 4 more years of that, and you're what? You're almost 45 if you haven't died already. And then that finishes, and then it's the 50s. And then you have the 60s, which is, everything is changing. You have so many movements happening, and life is just a big chaos, right? Imagine that. So when people say, "Oh, these 2 years have been tough," yeah, somebody's whole life has been tough. So I agree. It's not the most convenient, but
We gotta value it, you mean.
exactly, yeah, yeah. Things were much worse earlier, and
Yeah.
yeah, these 2 years were definitely difficult, but it could have been a lot worse. You know?
Okay. I wanted to ask that you've been teaching 10 years, yes?
Yeah.
And so I just want to ask that what do you think, what is my level exactly? I'm asking all the
the
tutors that.
the the pronunciation wise, I think you're very very advanced. You don't make grammar mistakes. I think you just need more speaking time. So I think literally maybe C1 I would put you right now. For C2 you would need to bump up your vocabulary and so on, but C1 without an issue. As far as I'm concerned, I think you speak very clearly and very fluently. So as far as I'm concerned, I would love to speak to you again. You're an amazing speaker. I think we can chat about some fun topics as well.
Me too.
Yeah.